Ball goes Benton, Caleb Williams.
Sweet Jesus Christ. Let's go.
And my simpler opening was, dear Caleb Williams, suck. I got such a hot take about Caleb Williams. It's not even funny. Let's go.
Yeesh.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Apparently, ball goes Benton, Caleb. Let's go, baby!
Woo! I better make an apology because someone walked by me and I did my opening and I am sorry. And my wife warned me about the natives being here on campus. All right. Good morning. And welcome to the on-campus Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. I'd like to begin with an opening statement.
Do I need to hit
Chicago Bears? Not yet. Not yet. Chicago Bears, you're in trouble.
Oh, boy.
Because you have basically, and it was proven in the fourth quarter last night, thrown away, you know the rest, the entire future of your franchise.
I had that.
But do it.
For DJ Moore.
And then on top of that, you backed up the Brinks truck twice over.
For QB Mild.
For QB Mild. Caleb
Williams.
Is that the splat that's underneath the rear tires right now?
I've never seen a team fold so fast after their defense gave them a lift.
Man, they folded faster than a lawn chair.
Should have. You saw it happen between the Falcons and the Buccaneers, too.
They folded faster than V Shoujo after he got discovered.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof. Well, here's the thing. I actually poked my head in on the game.
Why for
I got the dog with that.
I had to put my head in on the game.
Hey, look. They folded faster. They folded faster than Niji Sanji when he got discovered.
Oh shit!
So here's what happened, right? Everything started fine. 9-yard touchdown run by QB Zesty. Everything was fine. He was throwing in sidearms and sidewinders. Everything was fine. And then the fourth quarter happened.
And then it was not fine.
And then the fourth quarter happened, and it was no longer fine.
Victor, what,
It was far
Vic,
from
what
it.
did I text you? And welcome into Lazarus being on the program today. What did I text you, Victor?
That play said everything I needed to say about DJ Moore. That was the audio text you gave me.
You know,
That's the one he sent to all of us.
Victor sent us a text message that said, "What's this? QB zesty actually being a QB?" My next 3 words were as follows: "Give it time." Just like, and Victor, you're gonna hate. Victor's gonna hate me for this reference, but he's gonna understand it and laugh at the same time. Just like Tony Romo.
Yeah.
The ball slipped
Just
out of his
like-
fingers.
Yep.
Just like Sam Darnold on Sunday. Again,
like
I
Cam
apologize for giving you a heart attack. She waved me out. She said, "You're good." Okay, just like Cam Newton.
Just like Cam Newton.
Just like Jamarcus Russell. Just like Jamarcus Russell.
Just like Russell Wilson.
Just like Russell
Mr.
Westbrook. What?
Unlimited. Listen, just like LeBron James.
Here we go.
Just like
QB zesty failed worse than Russell.
Just like Victor. Infinity Train.
Just like Infinity Trace all day, boy.
By the way, podcast Smitty joining in for the first time. Was good, Bubba.
What's up, Smitty? Thanks for coming in. Sick Diggy joining us as well. You know, I learned everything I need to know about the 2025 Chicago Bears season in 15 minutes. No, check that. In 13 minutes. 7 minutes for the third, 6 minutes for the fourth. Because the Bears led end of 3, 17-6. They were holding Minnesota back. They were holding them at arm's length, at bay. And then the end of the third quarter happened, where Joe Buck lost his voice partially. And that's nothing against Joe, because Joe has called some great games over his career. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
That's correct.
Man.
But Caleb Williams, matter of fact, give me the tank.
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 Hank.
Now that's a clean burning seat. I tell you what.
Yep.
I tell you what, I thought I was retired.
AB Media is in the house from
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yep.
Now,
Here we
start
go.
off. I had a friend text me last night saying Caleb Williams looked great. And he did for 6.5 minutes.
Woof.
He was spectacular for 6.5 minutes.
Woof.
He was sensational for 6.5 minutes. But the other 54 minutes, it was the same old story. Sidearm throws that went nowhere. No, you know what? Let me back that up. Victor, I'm going to make you happy. Gary T. White, a very dear friend of ours, said once upon a time, I hate bad baseball. Well, I hate bad football. And what we saw from the Chicago Bears for 54 minutes was bad football.
Yeah.
I mean, the football we saw for 54 minutes was worse than any Boston Red Sox game in the 2000s.
Oh,
dang!
What the hell did I do to you to bring that up?
You laughed at me. You laughed at my joke. That's what.
Here's
what
the
I
thing.
saw. What I saw last night was worse than any of the final series in Oakland for the Athletics.
Here's the thing.
Why you gotta do me like that,
It was
man?
really a tale of two halves. Because in one half, in the first half, the Bears looked decent.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near good. Caleb was slinging the ball. DeAndre Swift was looking magnificent.
Yep.
And
Hell,
I'll stop you right there.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hell, even DJ Moore had a couple catches. I was like, oh my God.
They look like
Bears,
an offense.
They look like an offense. And then the third and fourth quarter happened. Literally, same thing happened with the Falcons. After their first touchdown drive, nothing.
Sloppy.
Very sloppy.
Really? Really?
Yes.
The Griffin? Is that what we're doing?
Thank you, Napoleon, for that. Now, give me this. Look. You know what, Chicago Bears? I will borrow from a George Carlin joke from 1984. You play football like old people.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Slow and sloppy. You know it, Victor. Okay. And Caleb, I'll say it again, like I said at the top of the segment. Caleb Williams looked good for 6.5 minutes. He looked like he was a quarterback for 6.5 minutes. He looked, I can't believe I'm going to use the C word, competent for 6.5 minutes.
For 6.5 minutes.
But the other 54 minutes, what was that?
The same old.
What was that?
I mean, and here's the thing.
You know what? You said listen, Caleb Williams, you failed worse than Lamar Jackson Sunday night in the last 3 minutes.
Here's the biggest thing, and I just talked about it before we got on air. This is, to me, is the killer for the Chicago Bears. This is what dug the Bears' grave. Because if you look at Williams' numbers, ain't that bad. 21-35 for 210 and a touch. I'm not going to get mad at that. I'm not.
And thank you, Deeds, for the correction. That's not a full Carlin joke. He borrowed that from Full Metal Jacket. Thank you, Chris Dietz. It was from Carlin on campus. But I know the number where you're going to go, Victor, and it bears to be looked at.
12 penalties. Forget this. 127 yards.
Including 3 major penalties.
Yes.
We're talking 10 yards or more on the drive before the Vikings game winner.
Yeah.
Now, J.J. McCarthy wasn't all that impressive either, but he was impressive when it counted most. Yeah. He led the Vikings to 21 fourth-quarter points in 10.5 minutes.
13-20, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick six, which actually put the Bears up 17.
17-6. It was a pick six by a former Viking. It was a pick six by a former Viking. I turned on I wrecked myself with Monday Night Football. I turned it on. I listened to the crowd at Soldier Field, and you can sense the shift after the pick six.
After pick six, everyone's like, "Yep, this is it. This is gonna be our game.
This is the time."
And they never scored again.
Never scored again. They never scored again.
They never even threatened to score.
Nope. Until the final minute. And that's because the Vikings took their foot off the gas pedal. They were up 2 scores. But no way the Vikings were going to let the Bears have the ball twice. They were going to do what Baltimore did against Buffalo Sunday night in Rich Stadium.
Nope.
But
I'm just...
where do you put this? You put this first and foremost at the foot of QB Mild. Thank you, Napoleon.
You're very welcome for that one.
You put this at give me this camera. Where do you put this? First and foremost, you put this at the foot of QB Mild. Because he wasn't zesty at all after that first drive.
After that first drive,
hell, he didn't even threaten. He did. After that first drive, he went softer than V Show Joe on prom night.
You even got yourself on that one. Doggone,
That's
dude.
Can't believe you did that.
I did.
Can't believe you said that.
He went soft. Look, Caleb Williams went softer than Justin Fields in the fourth quarter against Pittsburgh.
Woof.
That's also true.
He went softer than Jamarcus Russell's first drive with the Raiders 13 years ago.
And I actually poked in on Ryan McCarthy's show last
Wasn't
night.
it great? Wasn't it great?
It was. But here's the thing. Again, you'll never win when you have over 100 yards of penalty yards.
Yep.
You'll never win.
You'll never win.
Caleb Williams could have had a perfect game. He could have pitched an absolute masterclass.
There's your QB mild right there, by the way.
and
mild sauce from Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
And 12 penalties wiped out a supposed good game from Caleb Williams. You put part of this on the Bears. What's up, Jared Chalucci? I hope I said that right. If I didn't, please correct me. First of all, the Bears messed up by taking 12 penalties for 120 yards?
127.
127.
To which I have to ask the question.
How did you?
Like, seriously, how do you manage to mess up that badly in penalties to get basically the entire field and then some in penalty yards?
Not disciplined.
I'll answer your
look.
Well, you just answer the point. Lack of discipline.
I'll give a perfect example.
Lack of discipline.
I'll give a perfect example. In one drive, they got a holding penalty. So first and 10 becomes first and 20.
Yep.
You have a completion. You have Caleb in danger of taking a sack, tries to run away from the pressure. And as he's going down, he just hurls the football. Guess what?
Intentional grounding.
So now it's 3rd and 30.
3rd and 30. And you just killed your own drive.
You killed your own drive because you lose a down.
Yep.
And you're backed up 10 yards.
And you lose 10 yards and a down. Thank you, Jared. I want to be sure I said your name right.
And up until then, Caleb didn't make a mistake. Up until that point. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't, because like if you take the sack, right, you might lose
5-6 yards.
Yeah.
5-6 yards at the most. But
So
the way Caleb was scrambling in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well,
one of those kind of 30-yard sacks was going to happen. It didn't.
Well, what the Vikings do? They blitzed.
Oh, they blitzed. You know what?
Set the house.
You're familiar with the channel and the fellow named Carcino, are you not?
Carcino. Oh my God, my boy Carcino for life
said it best. You hire a coach to coach the game, which means all of the best coaches, Bill Belichick, Bill Walsh, Bill Parcells, who else? Mike Holmgren, Jimmy Johnson. There's a word that I'm hinting at that you need to make during the game. Kyle Shanahan did it yesterday, Sunday, against Seattle.
Adjustments.
Bingo.
Adjustments.
And the Bears made none.
Nope.
They made no adjustments last night, which is why they only scored 7 points the remainder of the game, and that came via a defensive adjustment.
And that was a defensive play. But again, the penalties that were being levied was ridiculous. And I only said there was like one that I could have argued, which was a hold call. Oh no, it was a hands to the face.
And
it was on the top of the
hands to the face,
the chest plate. Yeah, but it was actually on top of the chest collar.
Yep.
Of the chest plate. So I'm like, okay, that was a little ticky-tacky, but it is what it is. But again, Caleb, why are you throwing the football when you know there's no receiver there?
I have a better question.
And go to third down.
Take the sack. Yep, take the sack and live for another down, because at that point your offense was still intact, and you could rip it downfield for 20 yards and pick up the first down. Here's another question that I want to know about the Bears offense. Why are you throwing the ball short of the sticks?
One thing I did hear from a lot of the talk is that they were focusing on high completion passes that were sure to be completions. They should be caught, and then they would just have the receivers run for the rest of the yardage. That's fine when it's 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 5. That's not okay when you're like 3rd and 15.
1st and 10. Or 3rd and 20.
You should not be throwing
there
the
were
football.
Two occasions where the Bears, they moved pieces to protect. They moved pieces to protect, and Jared brought this up, to protect Caleb in the offseason. And in the final 13 minutes, those pieces did nothing.
Nope, he got sacked again.
Because the Vikings sent the house after him the entire second half. That's what you call an adjustment.
That's what you call an adjustment.
And the Bears didn't make that. And the Bears didn't make any. Give me this camera.
Uh-oh.
And the Bears didn't make any in the final 15 minutes. Oh, hell. The final 45 minutes. Let's just be totally real, okay? They did nothing. And the Bears are nothing. And I started this with a conversation with a friend of mine who said, Caleb Williams looked good. Stop the cap, please.
Stop
because
Oh, where did it go? Oh,
I
you
wish
mean
you
this? You mean this?
Stop the cap.
Caleb Williams.
That's exactly what I meant. Caleb got sacked 6 times in 2024. With the way the offensive line is right now, though it didn't show last night, then he's going to get sacked 70 times. Because I knew that the Bears were overhyped, overdone,
overrated.
When overappreciated. They haven't reached an NFC championship since 2010, and even then they got kicked in the rear end by a half healthy Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna say this: the final quarter, all I kept hearing was the voice of Dennis Green.
The Bears are who we thought they were.
They are who we thought they were.
And that's why the Vikings took the field. And the Vikings, unlike the Cardinals in 2006, did not let the Bears off the hook. Good. I hope every other opponent saw this 15-minute masterclass by the Minnesota Vikings, and they all take notes.
Yep.
Jared says Green Bay has the best coach in the division. I'm not saying that yet. I don't think any of those coaches know what they're doing, including Matt LaFleur. Come on, come on, it's Matt LaFleur. He's gonna LaFleur it up. One of these.
The cute queen here now.
The cute queen is here, but I finish with this. Give me this dog on camera.
Oh boy.
Dear Chicago Bears, thank you for the quarter last night, and thank you for folding faster than Niji Sanji, Bisho Joe, and Gun Run all on prom night going after the same chick.
Yo!
Rude.
Now close the tank.
Rude. Oh. Close the tank up.
Really, Napoleon?
Yes. But you missed,
I heard you also poke those Benko thing here.
Yes, he did.
You missed it.
You missed it.
It was beautiful.
Oh, sorry that I was trying to make up for lost time on my diamond art yesterday.
You're fine.
Let me close the tank. Coming up next, the 49ers are in deep trouble.
What?
And after that, get the quarters out of Aaron Rodgers' ass. We got to hit the arcade.
That we do.
I'm not using those quarters.
Don't worry, we got hand sanitizer.
I'm still not using them.
Hell no.
Bishop. Are we really going to use those quarters coming out of Aaron Rodgers' ass?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
I'm taking Snowman's words. Hell no.
All right. I have an unfortunate injury report about my 49ers, but thank God we play New Orleans on Sunday, and it's early.
Oh, so you get a bye week then.
Basically.
We're back in 3.
Back in.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the morning.
I swear I wonder sometimes.
Vote goes vintage.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now have world famous Hololive EN member GT Moran with us, standing in for Napoleon Dynamite.
Sleep on that thing.
Oh god!
I think I killed Snowman.
GG, welcome. So tell us, how is the current progress on Justice's mission to catch Advent?
I think on that note.
Oh god, Arku, what's up, my man?
Napoleon.
Right,
Wow.
Sir?
I love you dearly. But I'm going to stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry for that. I actually won't, but that's one of the few times Napoleon got me. Okay, quick injury report.
All right.
That was beautiful though, Napoleon.
It
Well
was.
done.
Thank you.
It was.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I would have laughed even more if you did Gura or Saba.
Oh, you do that one.
Trust me, when we were talking about the amount of yards that the Bears lost on penalties, I pulled out my Gura button of
How did you?
and when talking about how badly they were playing, I pulled out a button from Final Fantasy 14.
Sloppy. Sloppy. That's the Griffin.
I have a soundboard on my voice mod of Gura making gun noises.
And then after Napoleon pulled out Sloppy, I pulled out George Carlin.
Yep.
Also, I think I may need to fix like my camera or something on VTube Studio because where is this sudden winking coming from?
Your cuteness.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm going to slap you.
Jen, I think Jen just can't help it.
The cuteness is his own entity.
I mean, it doesn't help that she officially went 13-3 this week in the picks after Minnesota pulled one out.
She's the queen of the
Wait,
pit.
13-3? Did I win another?
Yeah, I mean, we all got Minnesota, so you end up going up to 13-3.
What are the final standings this week?
Final standings this week on the NFL side of the coin. Looks like there's a 4-way tie at the top of the list. The four of us here sitting at 13-3. Unfortunately, Napoleon, you're sitting at 10-5. Pizzle sitting at 11-4. Playmakers at 9-6. Deets at 8-7. Deb did not finish the picks, but is sitting currently at 5-4.
So we still got winning starts anyway.
Yeah.
And from what I gather, more people
Dr. K on that, and include Dr. K on that list.
I think the only reason I'm currently winning in the overall picks is like that other side.
The college ball
where I went 10-2.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. DT said, speaking of Monday Night Football, look at the streaming numbers. More people streamed.
Oh no!
Chapel Bill now.
Chapel Bill now.
Then last week, then Monday Night Football. So
because ESPN sucks.
Because ESPN streamed Chapel Bill to more people than the Vikings versus
Monday Night Football.
Bears.
And Vikings versus. Well, first of all, here's my injury report real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the 49ers, it ain't good. George Kittle out for 3 to 5 weeks with a
hand. Oh, that's
he popped that was bad. Second quarter, and there is a possibility we may be missing Brock Purdy for week 2 with a shoulder and a toe injury. I'm gonna keep y'all monitoring on that. Oh man, we got beat up yesterday, man.
Did you go back to the barn?
If Brock goes down, I'm gonna have to put Tua in my fantasy lineup.
Oh god.
I'm praying that for not to be the case. MRI for Brock came back clean. They're going to rest him and see what happens throughout the course of the week. And since the 49ers are traveling east, they're going to get a head start on that trip so Brock can make all of his appointments and try to be ready for week 2. That 49ers show, the first episode they're in, will drop tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'll give you all the particulars so you can tune into that. And behind that is that Colts show. Yes, my wife convinced me to do a Colts show, so I'm going to do that. And that will drop one half hour after that. Now, let's put a bow on this weekend and hand out some grades.
Okay.
I will start. And we're gonna go A. We're gonna go A, and then C, and then F minus.
F minus.
What are these grades for?
Wait, how it's
my overall performance
for the teams or
for the teams?
Yeah, for the teams.
Okay.
Yeah, for the teams.
I think, Jared. I think the Niners will play like they did in 2023 because they lost a lot of players second half of the year, And I've always said, and it's to be true, I rather would have the injuries now
Then later,
and
when
they
it's time for
figure out
playoff time.
what's going on than in November and December when we're fighting for our playoff lives. You know?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Now,
Okay.
I have 3 A's to dish out this week.
Well, I know 2 of them.
Okay.
One goes to the Indianapolis Colts.
I thought that one.
Yeah, I figured as much.
For the absolute pounding they delivered
I figured as much.
to the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Because as Pizzo told me in a private message, yes, Tua,
It is you.
It has been you, will always be you. It is you now, forever and ever. Amen.
So the second one, San Fran?
Second one goes to the 49ers. Because there's no way in hell we should have won that game in Seattle.
And what about the third one?
You know, it's a toss-up.
Okay.
Oh.
The third A I have to give out is a toss-up.
Between?
Would you believe the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings?
Really?
And I think I'm going to hand it to the Minnesota Vikings for 15 minutes of perfection, that being the fourth quarter.
Okay. My A's, I picked the same 2 as you, Indy, because they absolutely shelled Miami and held them to no points for a whole half.
I still regret picking the Dolphins for that game.
The second one is for the Niners because they pulled it out. My third A, the Buffalo Bills. To go from 40 to 25 to completely obliterate that lead and the master class of a final drive
And the walk-off.
and the walk-off.
I agree with you. So change my third A from, I'll tie it with the Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. Dog, you're next.
Same 2 A's for sure. Miami getting their ass handed to them by Indianapolis gives Indy that one. Third A, as much as I hate to say it because they're a rival, it has to go to Buffalo because of what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, that was just utterly.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was just brilliance in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely just brilliant.
You can't you can't get more natural than that, man.
You really can't.
No,
And you know what cartoon I got that from, Victor.
Yeah. I think I remember which one that was from.
Now, are you done with your grades, dog?
I'm good, yeah.
To the bees.
So one of the teachers just gave me a present.
Nice.
All right. To the bees.
To the bees. The killer bees.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Okay, Nicolas Cage.
Glad somebody got that reference.
I've seen that.
Okay, Napoleon Cage.
I've seen Wicker Man. All right.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Oh,
hey, Pizzle is here. Hey, Pizzle.
Hey, Pizzle.
You owe my. Here, give me this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make this joke all week, and Pizzle knows I'm joking around with him. But Pizzle, you owe Dr. K a video apology like Victor and Droid had to do last year.
Oh boy.
You know what Pizzle was saying? Well, that game bleeping sucked.
Pretty much.
Oh, I said I'm sorry.
I know you, Pizzle. I know you did. I'm joking around. You know what? I sent the same message to Deb. Because she picked the Dolphins.
She picked the Dolphins too.
The
playmaker did too.
Yep.
And
I haven't seen the playmaker yet.
No, y'all know I'm joking around with this. Nah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh no, Pizzle's got something planned for Wednesday now. Oh no, I'm gonna get it.
Well,
I'm gonna get it.
Wednesday night too.
Because I know I was terrible with that Dolphins pick. I gotta go. Yank.
Yep.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball hat.
Throw
and
it
throw it
in
in
the
the
air.
air.
Speaking of Wednesday night, that's the Pain and Gain Pick'ems, 10 p.m. Eastern, all across YouTube and your podcast networks, and live on Snowman Multimedia Radio. All right, who's giving out? Did you give out your grades?
I gave out my A's already. You gave out your A's, so now
We already gave out the A's. We're sitting on B's.
Napoleon,
did you Napoleon have A's?
I didn't do grades. I don't really have a report card because I didn't get to watch any of the games. So
damn.
Oh, that's fair.
It's the problem when you work mornings and you don't exactly have streaming sites for the games. So
right.
Hey, been there once upon a time. I'm still scrambling. I'm still scrambling a little bit.
I'm gonna say, you know what? I kind of want Napoleon on a sports machine.
There's only a problem with that.
He works.
Yes.
Yeah, you work Sundays, right?
I work Sundays, and I'm a retail worker who puts stuff on the shelves during the morning. So
yeah,
pretty much.
And by the time he gets home, he's more exhausted than me running around trying to set up for a baseball game.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know we're the easiest graders, Deets. I know that. That's like the acting in the final last quarter and missing the first. That's like LeBron winning 4 titles and missing 6.
Well,
I know that.
When you played the other team like a fiddle, what do you expect?
Yeah. Okay. Now the B's.
And honestly, these grading anybody's like Gordon Ramsay graded someone from a cook from McDonald's.
Deets is the toughest.
He's going to be the toughest
Deets
critic.
Is the toughest.
Yes.
And I love that. Out of all of us, the toughest critic is Chris Deets. Y'all will see him. Y'all will see him Thursday. Okay.
For the
Time
B's.
to hand out some B's. And I only have one.
Really?
Okay.
Oh dear.
Just say it.
I can't. Nope.
You're gonna have to.
You have to, or else we're gonna be stuck on the B's forever.
I only have one.
And who is it?
Matt LaFleur.
The Packers.
Yep. Because they punched Detroit in the mouth and kicked out their teeth.
For me, the B's would be Tampa Bay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And Minnesota.
Fair.
Because they basically were in the same situation like with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
They trailed for most of the game.
Yeah.
You know, a few lead changes in Tampa Bay's game, but they trailed most of the game, and then when it counted the most, they came out swinging.
You know what, Deets? I can't argue with this.
Yeah, but then
I can't argue.
I can't, and here's why. What's worse, a team that's down 40-25, or that same team losing 41-40? You allowed that many points to have that game taken away from you.
All right, let's skip the rest of it. Who are yours, Victor? Who do you give B's to?
Like I said, Tampa Bay and Minnesota are my B players.
Shane, you're next.
I would take Tampa, but in the hindsight, I would also put Green Bay on there.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, screw the rest of it. I got 1 F.
I wonder who that is.
The entire state of Ohio. You gave us a dumpster fire of a game.
You really did.
I mean, the Packers. I mean, dude, the Pittsburgh and the Jets were better.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and the Jets were.
And those two teams are absolute dumpster fires.
Okay, so.
Oh, gracious!
Here's the problem. Because I gotta tell you this, Napoleon. So we pick our games before we get started. We pick at least 2 or 3 games that we're going to watch and give updates while Snowman takes the main call, whether it's the Niners or the Colts.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I had picked originally Jacksonville and Carolina because that was one of the games I said I'll watch.
Yep.
For over an hour, there was a rain delay. There was a weather delay.
Lightning in the area.
So unfortunately, guess what I had to do?
You had to go to Cleveland.
I had to watch the Cincinnati Bengals, which I do like. I like the Bengals against the Cleveland Browns.
The team that just lives in the sewer.
Yeah. Now,
Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
Listen,
so for
I think I know. We can just skip to the F now.
Yep.
Victor, you go first.
Well, first one I think is on everybody's bingo card. It's the Chicago Bears. The second one is the Carolina Panthers.
It's the Chicago Bears.
And the third, and the third F is the New York Giants.
Yeah, because they got freight train.
I have a bonus one.
Okay.
All three of them, and the fourth one, the New York Jets.
Ooh.
So the entire city of New York. So the entire state of New York, plus the entire state of Ohio, plus Carolina, plus
Okay. Oh my God, Deets.
Can we agree that Philadelphia is S tier and the S stands for spit? Yes.
Oh my God.
Pretty much.
We'll get to that.
I got nothing to say about Philadelphia, and I know Deb's gonna whack me for this, but I have nothing to say.
Okay.
I have seen nothing. I'm gonna hate myself for saying this sentence, but I've got to be real. You almost let Dallas win.
But CD Lamb's hands.
CD Lamb's hands are. Oh, I can't make that joke. Not on the air. I can't make that joke on the air.
CD Lamb's hands are slicker than Boss Hogg when he was trying to run for president.
Yep. Here's the reason why.
I can say it. CD Lamb's hands are slicker than V Shoujo's alone on prom night.
Oh.
Yo!
Really?
I can't help it.
V Shoujo get no mercy.
No.
They never will.
Look, CD Lamb's hands are slicker than Nishi's.
Yep, there goes.
There goes my
notebook. There goes the notebook, and there also goes my tracking. Oh dear Lord, give me a second.
Okay.
Reset time.
Yeah.
Should
hopefully be quick.
Here's why I give Fs to.
Look, I mean, CD Lamb's hands are slicker than Niji Sanji when it comes to money.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here's why I give my Fs to New York, especially. Because you guys decided to take your chances on Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited.
And honestly, I'm going to say this. If you look up buyer's remorse in the dictionary, there's a picture of the New York Giants.
Yes.
Because you trusted Russell Wilson. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones was kicking the teeth into the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Plain and simple.
Yep.
How does that happen?
I'll tell you how that happens. It's the Giants.
Now
here's your wrist mortgage. Double down, yeet it all away, and flush it down the toilet for Russell Wilson.
That's a graphic.
That's a graphic.
Here's the thing, though. All the graphics we came up with this week, y'all will see them on Friday.
Two drives, particularly in the game against Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're close to the end zone. They're in goal to go. They missed both times, and each time Russell Wilson had a wide open man,
Wide open receiver.
zone, wide open receiver, and he never looked at him once.
And one of those 2 times, it was Malik Neighbors.
Yes,
He looked right at him.
he looked right at him.
He looked right at him. I know the play you're talking about. I saw it in the midst of a game break with Indianapolis. He looked right at him.
No way. You looked right at him. He's wide open, dancing in the end zone.
Man,
the man is doing the gritty in the end zone. He still don't throw it to him. Like, come on,
man is doing the gritty.
The man's doing Pee-wee Herman in the end zone.
Pee-wee Herman and the gritty harder than Justin Jefferson on his touchdown catch last night.
Yes.
You look dead. Wilson looked dead
right
at him. He looked dead at him.
And then threw it to a guy that's double covered.
I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Under.
Coker Steves, what are we doing?
What are we doing? No, I'll quote him even better. What the hell are we doing?
What are we doing?
Ay.
We're taking a Mike Tomlin approach to how we play offense.
Hit
right.
it.
Oh
Shane.
my God.
We do not care.
The Bears are the Bears.
Yep.
They're trash.
Mainly because of this stupidity, and then they really went stupid and got this sauce packet.
Sauce packet.
I'm sorry that it says your name in this, but the way that Chicago played is simple. Infinity trash.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
There's no
all this.
Here's the crazy thing.
Napoleon. You know what happened? I think I posted the original clip that featured that, and Napoleon got a hold of it.
Here's the crazy thing: is that every single show in our community has that graphic. Just my name.
Mm-hmm.
They have that sound effect. Drew Willingham has it. Ryan McCarthy has it. Of course, Playmaker and Cole have it.
Oh, you know what? Dietz is right.
Even
why aren't we facing the San Diego Chargers?
Oh, that's right. You know what? That's absolutely right. That's another.
He is right.
He
is right. That's an A
fair.
right there. That's an A.
That is also an A. Yeah.
And Dietz, we understand about autocorrect.
In fact, Snowman, you gotta play the song.
What?
You gotta play the song.
Oh, you mean this one?
Trays.
That's not the one.
No, he's talking about the Supercharger song.
Yes.
I don't have it.
What?
He's on the laptop.
I'm on the road. I'm on the road today.
Okay. I forgot you don't have that in the mobile truck. Okay.
No, considering he had to rip the mobile truck off the Benz earlier to take off.
Well, move the Benz out of the way and I won't run it over.
Yeah, well, you keep running it over anyway.
Let me see what Let me see what I can find.
But
yeah, y'all hear noise.
He's right. I forgot that they played.
I totally because it was played in Brazil and it was on YouTube.
And I
exactly.
watched some of that. I watched some of Chills Adonis of that game recap of that game. And the fact that the Chargers came with this is why I said I think our characters had got more than we did because they picked the Chargers.
They sure did.
All of our awesome characters.
And you know what?
San Diego Chargers.
I picked the Chargers at first, and then Deb yelled at me.
And switched it out because everyone's basically thinking.
Everyone on here during the morning show was picking the Chiefs. My gut feeling said San Diego.
I should have stuck. I should have
stuck with my gut feeling.
Because
my gut feeling said San Diego.
But everyone was looking at it as Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are
and I still
they lost.
And I still have San Diego winning the division.
I got you covered in the back chat, by the way, boss.
Thank you. Wait a minute. I might have it here. Hang tight.
Well, in case you don't, there you go.
All right, thank you. Dang it!
He's choking over there worse than Chicago did last night.
I sure am, man.
Oof.
I sure am.
Oof.
He's choking worse than Patrick Mahomes did against the Chargers.
I mean,
Also, you know what I think we should do? And I was gonna put this.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I was gonna do this for
wrong.
random musings, but you know what we should do?
What?
We should start printing out and selling etiquette books for fans. Proper etiquette.
Selling what? Printing out and selling what?
Proper etiquette
books for rent. Because that baseball Karen, whoo-wee.
Yep.
I got a few people that need
No,
that.
you stole that from me. That was my ball.
I got a
Should
few.
right up in that
etiquette
dad's
books.
face. Like that was. I'm sorry.
Oh, it gets
Dear
worse.
Phillies, Karen, you a bitch.
You know what, Karen? I have 4 other words I want to use, but I can't use them here.
Nope.
And we got dog again. To the baseball. Give me this camera. I'll save dog right here.
I got you.
To the baseball, Karen, you a bitch.
Yeah. Because it gets worse, right?
You are. It gets worse.
It gets
Really?
worse. Because
How?
I started seeing some extra footage they have.
Uh-oh.
After she was given the baseball, because the whole thing was that she said you ripped it from her hands, even though she was never near the ball. The dad was in the ball before she was.
Yeah.
He went to give the ball to his son on his birthday. She goes over and starts screaming at him that you ripped the ball from my hands. I want the baseball. And the dad's trying to say, look, it's for my kid's birthday. Can we not do this? And she starts going off.
Yep.
So he says, you know what? Fine. You want the baseball so doggone bad? Here. So he takes the baseball from the kid who has a birthday.
His own kid, no less.
His own kid, and gives to her. She stalks away, turns back towards the man and the kid, and flips them the bird.
You know what? Now I see why he did what he did.
Yeah.
I understand now. I understand why he did what I did. Why he did what he did. The F tier, the Tennessee Titans.
Oh my God.
Tennessee Titans.
With no O-line and poor Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Cam Ward and Caleb Williams are going to get sacked the same amount of times this year.
So then an Eagles fan, because he had the Eagles, decides to get a little chippy with her. She gets in his face.
Oh my!
And starts yelling at him. She clearly didn't know where she was. If you didn't think Philadelphia fans were going to boo her. There are the same people that threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Yes, they did.
Oh my God!
I'm glad that she didn't run into me.
Oh no!
That's all I will say.
If she ran into me, I probably would have decked her after a while. I'm sorry.
If she ran into me and my child was there, I'd have turned into the Undertaker.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Change that. I'd have turned into a combination of the Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Bradshaw.
What?
CFH.
And
after how many beers?
Who cares?
Because I'm like, how do you do that?
Who cares?
And then after that, you flip off the kid and the guy. What?
See, man, go to break. Go to break.
Yeah, we got the second half, including the token female takeover and the arcade.
Yeah, we got the arcade.
I think the arcade may go on the back burner till tomorrow.
Okay.
Because it is the top of the hour. We owe everybody an update. We owe everyone an ID. And I have a message for people that hated on the Indiana Fever, especially the second half of the year. Second half of Snowman in the morning, back at the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. They called CarShield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right. I think the fellas are going to have to handle the update and I just handle the music because I'm on the road this morning. I'm on campus. And I forgot a few things.
Uh-oh.
And besides, I don't have an extra monitor with me. So.
Doggone it. All right.
Yeah, doggone it. Thanks to all of our stations that are picking us up this morning. It's now time, if Dog will hit the button.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just loading up a couple extra tabs here, but it is that time for the Snowman SeatGeek scoreboard. Get a Queen update brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Snowman for $20 off your purchase, whether you're going to go see your favorite MLB team go down the tank. The Chicago Bears end up running themselves over like there's no tomorrow, or possibly a Taylor Swift or Blackpink concert. Feel free to use code Snowman for $20 off your first purchase.
With the NHL around the corner also.
That's
NHL
right.
is about to have their opening face-off coming up as well, so use code Snowman only with the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fans.
All right,
Victor, you got the scores.
Victor, it's all yours.
Let's get started. Lone NFL game. Monday Night Football had the Minnesota Vikings beating the Chicago Bears 27-24. Bears once again fumbled the game in traditional Bears fashion. Up to yesterday's games in the MLB around the diamond, the Washington Nationals 15-7 over the Miami Fish. Ouch. Yeah, the Royals lose to the Guardians 10-2. The Phillies blank the Mets 1-0. The Cubs lose to the Braves 4-1, so we get our wish there. The Rangers beat the Brewers 5-0. The Twins over the Angels 12-3. The Reds lose to the Padres 4-3. The Mariners beat the Cardinals 4-2. The Giants over the Diamondbacks 11-5. The Red Sox blanked the Athletics 7-0. Sorry, Napoleon.
It's so fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The Dodgers over the Rockies 3-2-1. Those are the games from last night. Here
Now,
the games.
before we get into the probable matchup for today, there is a little bit of a WNBA slate. The Dream beat the Sun last night, 87-62, which leads us into a big slate of today's games. It's Mystic Liberty, Lynx Fever, Sky, Aces, Sparks Mercury, and Valkyries Storm. The Sparks and Storm are still fighting for the 8th playoff spot, which means there's a lot to play for later on this week. Now we got the probable matchups for today's games, and we got some doozies here today.
At 5:35 Central, you see the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
It's the 2-4 Mike Burrows for Pittsburgh being countered by the 0-1 Kyle Bradish.
The Cleveland Guardians trying to basically disinfect the funk from the Cleveland Browns as they take on the Kansas City Royals at 5:40 p.m.
They are going to need a lot of bleach for that one. It's the 7-6 Noah Cameron for Kansas City being countered by the 4-3 Joey Cantillo.
The Washington Nationals are trying to continue their winning ways at
6:40
p.m.
Eastern.
Go ahead, Snowman.
6:40 Eastern. Nats and Marlins from Miami.
From the Lone Depot, it's the 7-15 Mitchell Parker versus the 0-2 Adam Mazer.
5:45 p.m. Central, you have the Philadelphia Phillies, minus the Karens, taking on the New York Mets.
It's the 1-2 Sean Manaea versus the 11-6 anti-Karen Ranger Suarez.
Next two are mine because these are big playoff matchups. Tigers and Yankees from the Bronx at 7:05.
13-5 Casey Mize goes for Detroit, while it's the 8-6 Will Warren for the Yankees.
And this one from the Sky Dome, I'll be keeping an eye on. 7:07 p.m. The Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays in a very possible division or ALCS matchup.
It's the 1-0 Luis Garcia versus the 2-1 Shane Bieber.
6:15 p.m. We see the Braves trying to continue their winning ways against the Chicago Cubs, and that is in Hotlanta.
It's the 9-4 Cade Horton versus the 5-12 Spencer Strider.
25 minutes after that, we go to the South Side where the Tampa Bay Rays look to even their record at 500, taking on our beloved Chicago White Sox.
It's going to be a spot start for Tampa Bay. They have not announced their starter yet, but it's going to be Yoandris Gomez going for the White Sox at 3-2.
The Brew Crew of Milwaukee will be looking for some revenge at 7:05 p.m. Central, taking on the Texas Walker Rangers.
Milwaukee has also yet to announce their starter, but it's going to be the 9-8 Jack Leiter going for Texas.
From the Big A in Anaheim, Twins and Angels at 9:38.
The 4-4 is Zebby Matthews to be countered by the 6-5 Kyle Hendricks.
At 8:40 p.m. at Central Time, that is going to be the Cincinnati Reds going to San Diego Chickens. I mean the Padres.
Going for Cincinnati, it's going to be Zach Lytle at 9-8 to be countered by the 4-2 Michael King from Petco.
Couple minutes after that, St. Louis and Seattle in a big, in the second of a big series as far as the American League West goes, from the phone booth we like to call T-Mobile Park.
Live from the cell phone, it's going to be the 7-11 Matt Liebertor versus the 8-7 George Kirby.
West Coast battle at 8:45 p.m. You have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants.
From the Bay in Oracle, it's the 11-13 Zach Gallen for Arizona versus the 10-6 Robbie Ray.
And we stay in the Bay with the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland Athletics at 10:05.
From Suter Health, it's the 7-11 Dustin May versus the 10-10 Jeffrey Springs.
And Victor has the last game of the night.
Our 9-10 nightcap features the Colorado Rockies, who gives crap about them, taking on the LA Dodgers, and that is in LA.
From Chavez Ravine, it's the 3-12 German Marquez versus the 5-3 Emmett Sheeran.
Those are the stats, facts, and figures. Those are your probable matchups. Go to BetUS or want to parlay for a little scratch on the game. But that has been your Snowman SeatGeek Scoreboard Cutie Queen update.
Brought to you by SeatGeek, where fans can fan. Use code Snowman for $20 off of your first purchase. I'm on campus this morning. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, Podcast Smitty says, I'm here for the WNBA talk. Allow me to oblige. Give me the take.
We also got somebody else for that too, you know.
I know. but this is personal.
Take.
Camera.
Gotcha.
Oh boy.
To all you Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever haters.
I knew where that was going.
They're in. Despite all the injuries, despite all the hate, I think that they hate Caitlin Clark and the Fever because they don't want to see him succeed. Well, guess what? After they pounded the Washington Mystics into the dirt by 29 on Sunday, the Fever have officially clinched their playoff spot. Now, it's just a matter of seeding at this point, but they are in. They play their final game tonight, and I have to miss it because I have to be at work. They play their final game tonight at home against the Minnesota Lynx. Now, I want to direct this, as I said, to all the Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever haters who said some of the most, how does Iron Eagle put it, ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. And Napoleon, hang on to your seat for this one. The guys already know about some of the strange talk I hear when it comes to the WNBA. And they've asked me several 100,000 times why I'm so fascinated with women's basketball. Well, when you cover a sport for the last 30 years like I have, and you've been interested in women's basketball since 1982, it's kind of ingrained in you. And aside of that, two of my biggest fans of me covering women's sports, one of them gave me life, which was my dad. The other I married. You can take your Caitlin Clark hatred and shove it straight up your rear end with all those quarters that's up Aaron Rodgers' rear end. The Fever are in. And on top of that, they broke a record for number of wins in a season. Now, that can be, and I will take playmaker side here, that can be because, they increased the number of games, but you play the teams that's in front of you, and you play the hand you've been dealt. And the Indiana Fever, throughout the course of the season, were dealt a rotten hand. All of the injuries. All of them. During one game, it was against Seattle, they played with 5 players out due to an injury.
Also doesn't help the schedule was stacked against them.
The second half of the schedule was very much stacked against them. We're not going to get into the referees because that's a conversation forever and ever, amen, and I ain't got the time or the energy or the patience. Because considering the fact I have kids around me, I will cuss, and I don't want to.
Right. I will not cuss. I will not
I
cuss. I will not swear.
I swear. I will not swear. Here, give me this note. See, and the kids are laughing at me.
I mean,
wait. Hold on a minute. Oh, I really got him going.
I hear it now.
You hear
I
him?
can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear. We all can hear it.
So you know what? I'm going to have a little fun.
While you have your fun, I've already decided to toss my notebook. So there you go.
You may as well go retrieve it because you're going to toss it again. Let's see.
Oh boy.
I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear. I will not swear. I will not cuss. There. One of them's laughing so hard she's got a red face.
That's how you know you done something good.
And this sweetheart in front of me is leaning her head back and roaring.
Ladies, this is what we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yep.
I've always said the best sound for me has been laughter. I hear it in my house all the time with my wife and my children. And then they hear it from me. See, this one next to me is trying to pay attention to her phone, but she can't help it, and she's cracking up. Okay. Listen. Good for the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Chloe Bibby, who was signed for the remainder of the year. Who else? Ariel Powers, who came in a pinch. Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, and doggone it, I hate what happened to Sophie. I hate what happened to Sydney Colson and to Ariel Cunningham. They were all lost due to season-ending injuries. And we knew Caitlin Clark had a season-ending injury. We knew it. The WNBA was just too chicken to say it.
Of course they were.
They wanted to keep Caitlin Clark relevant. I'm like this. If she's out, say she's out. And thank you, Smitty. Odyssey Sims as well. Odyssey Sims had a huge game in Los Angeles in a game that the Fever had to have. I stayed up late for that game, and I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. But doggone it, to see them sneak one out of L.A. the way the Sparks snuck 2 of them out of Indianapolis, I'm good.
Chef's kiss.
Whatever happens after this, knowing the fact that the Fever made the playoffs is just a matter of seeding is gravy after that. Because they can ride into the sunset of the season knowing they made the playoffs with half the team. Stephanie White can get everybody right. The WNBA, I hope, can take care of business and get a new collective bargaining agreement done. And we can come back in 2026 and run all over these guys. Oh, by the way, dear Angel Reese, you suck as a basketball player.
Damn. We knew that was coming, but damn.
Dear Chicago Sky, Tyler Marsh is not it.
Oh.
Wait.
I'm trying to
don't you have? Oh wait, no, you don't have the graphics there with them.
No,
not here in the mobile truck. I don't. Not here in the mobile truck. I don't.
Tyler Marsh.
For Tyler Marsh.
Make sure you put that in the second truck.
I will. So I close by saying this. Nene. We got it. And to all the Chicago, listen, there were so many haters throughout the season that kept coming after me, and I know Alison's standing by. I'm going to hurry up, and then I got to step away for a minute. Let me say this. All the frivolous stats, and yes, most of them are frivolous, Allie will agree, about Angel Reese and her double-double mark, which is incredible. Which is absolutely incredible.
It is.
Okay? She's got the talent for it. She ain't got it up here. Yet. And to all you Chicago Sky haters that kept coming after me, we're in the playoffs, and you're not. That's Snowman's take. What is yours? Whew.
All right, y'all know what to do.
All right, now
let's have the token female take over.
Magical wins.
The winds are blowing, and here we go.
Miss Alison Moran.
Hi, guys. Boy, you've given me a lot of ammo for today.
Well, let's torque the bitch and let's go.
Before we get started, I want to ask you, I've been meaning to ask this question since we heard the news on Sunday.
Yeah.
Pam Oliver.
Yes. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
How amazing!
Isn't that incredible?
How amazing is this?
You know, not surprising at all. She is such a professional. She's somebody I took lessons from. She's somebody who braved not only the racial discrimination of this world, but the sexist discrimination of this world to raise to the top of her profession. I don't care. And the thing is that I can't think of another person who worked harder, who played through pain. Remember when she was on the air with a concussion?
Yep.
Do you remember that? About 10 years ago? It was phenomenal that she could actually eke out a broadcast. You know, you talk about some of these guys who do sideline reporting. I mean, that's nothing compared to what females go through on the sidelines.
And the thing I love about Pam Oliver, she kept showing up.
Yeah, she rose above. She rose above.
When she signed with Fox, she was at the bottom of the pile.
Yep.
As far as sideline reporters. By 2003, she was with the main team, and the main team at that time, of course, was Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I will never forget how she made it in 2003 when she did the game between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles on the sideline with the main team. The next week, she copied it because it was Philadelphia and Carolina for the NFC Championship. But, man, more than kudos to Pam Oliver. She has done it all, seen it all, and now she takes her rightful place in the Sportscasting Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. I mean, if she doesn't, it's kind of a shame that her profile isn't bigger, because I would have tagged her for a Ford Frick Award a long time ago. I would have said, look at this girl brings more to the table than 3/4 of the analysts out there. She had to go into locker rooms and, deal with coaches who might or might not speak to her. She has overcome so much in order to do what she did. And, and at 64, she's showing no signs of slowing down. I mean, she still has that opportunity to become a Ford Frick announcer of the year, and I'm saying that is her next award in line, period.
I think so. And when they did the little vignette on her on Sunday, we had a chance to see it. She was still working the sidelines, no pads in hand, with the microphone, getting saluted by the entire crew and by the fans on the sideline. So our congratulations to Pam Oliver, being elected to the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. Now, I was loaded with ammo for today.
Oh, here we go.
Most of the ammo is on top of the ammo that I just dropped when it comes to the WNBA. So, let's let it rip, Allie.
Yeah. Where do you want me to start? I could go off in many directions at this point.
You know what? I want you to start with a note that I did yesterday on the show when I dipped my toes into the water when it came to the organization called the Chicago Sky. I want you to go deep with them. I want you to rip them apart for us.
Somewhere in this favored land, there was a fantasy of Jeff Pagliaccia, and Tyler Marsh, that on paper all of this really looked good. And I would say that if things had worked out the way it envisioned in their fantasy world, kind of like Barbie Land, that would have been a great scenario. However, you had a few flaws in that fantasy world. Number one, and first and foremost, was Tyler Marsh's management of every single game that he's ever coached by the Chicago Sky. It's like, did he learn nothing from all those years as an Aces assistant coach? What happened? What happened? It's like there has been so much game mismanagement, so many miscues. Just let me go on. the Chicago Sky Nation has been calling for his ouster and Jeff's ouster probably since mid-season, and maybe even a little before that, probably right after Courtney Vandersloot went down. He could have gotten anybody to be a point guard or a general at that point. He could have gotten anybody to replace Courtney Vandersloot. Did he? Hell no. Hell no. He didn't get a damn... What?
Who did we talk about? Ariel Cunningham, who signed with Indiana a week after Sloot went down. Ariel Cunningham was sitting right there.
Yep.
Did they think of anybody to be point guard? No, they didn't. What's more, they had what they told us at the beginning was they had a quote unquote win now attitude. They wanted to win now. That's why they got Ariel Atkins. You know, that's why they traded away the number 3 pick to get Ariel. You know who they could have had at that position? They could have had Sonia Citron, a potential rookie of the year. They could have done that, but no. They decided that the way that she had played for the Washington Mystics was good enough. It is an aberration to this franchise, to the number 3 sports market in the country. I cannot imagine another group of people who have been so inept at putting together such an incredibly potentially good, absolutely fatally flawed team.
It's like Taylor Marshall has like made every wrong decision he could have made.
Yeah.
Like he chose every decision. Like, so I wouldn't pick that. I'm gonna pick it anyway.
Yeah. Why didn't? And it's phenomenal that he has lasted the whole season. But frankly, who was there to pick from? Here's what they need to do. Is they need to find a coach with some experience. Let's find a whole new coaching staff, since this one obviously isn't working. Let's rehire Spoon, for God's sakes. She's got she had a great record in the Unrivaled League. She was able to coach them into the playoffs. I'm trying to remember if they were the champions or not, but you know, they came. The Unrivaled League is the one that is seen now as the superior league. Why? Because they have a hell of a lot of money. They have a lot more money. They were able to spend it wisely, and they got fairly decent, not so much ratings, but in terms of what social media does, they were fantastic in terms of their social media presence. And more people watched on the, trying to think what it was, the apps for it and things like that, things that are not measured by ratings. They are now the league to look up to, and I hate that because the traditional group. Go ahead.
I was about to say, because they ran it on the TNT app. They ran TNT TBS coverage. They weren't the place where you would normally expect to have eyeballs, but damn, when they had them and they had the social media interactions, the Unrivaled League was the league getting talked about.
Yeah.
Right. And they, I would say that the WNBA needs to take a page from whatever their collective bargaining agreement was and start looking at it for the next collective bargaining agreement for the WNBA, because I cannot imagine what's going to happen with the WNBA given everything that's been going on. Shall we talk about the playoff picture? Who's involved at this point?
Let's get down to it, because right now we've got the 8 teams currently looking. Yeah, Minnesota and Vegas are your top 2. Atlanta and Phoenix. Then you got the New York Liberty, Golden State, Indiana at 7, and Seattle currently at 8. But the Sparks are knocking on that door.
They're knocking. They're not going to get in. They're knocking. I say Seattle is going to be in there. They've got Los Angeles has a game tonight, if I'm not mistaken, and and so they're meeting the Mercury on Tuesday. I don't see them beating the Mercury. I just don't. It's I'm just saying there's a glimmer of hope, but I just don't. They have to win the rest of their games until September 11th in order to make those playoffs. It's got to be the Kelsey Plum show, or it's nothing at all. So
pretty much,
yeah. So I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I see Seattle in there, but I've been wrong before. I am proudly standing on lots of wrong decisions, but I'm thinking that will be that'll probably be. The other thing you mentioned was Vegas in the second spot. Currently, that's not the case. Right now, Atlanta is holding the second place spot and only about a half game lead over Las Vegas and Phoenix for the number 2 seed. I do believe that you're right. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. So so my voice, this is the best it's been in a week, I promise you. But Las Vegas has been such a powerhouse. What is it, 14 straight games now?
Something like that, yeah.
Yep.
That they've won, and it's such a delight to see that, I gotta say. Asia Wilson, I say, is going to go back to back as MVP of the year, and I could see that, couldn't you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I could. I mean, Afisa Collier has been putting up the numbers, obviously,
Yeah.
but Age has just been a lot more persistent in what she's been able to do.
And what's more, she is more of not, I wouldn't say a one-man show, but without her in the lineup, Las Vegas Aces are at best of 4.
Yeah.
You know, so Asia does more of the heavy lifting in the Las Vegas roster than Fee does in Minnesota. So that's why I say that while Fee has made every case for her being the MVP, I think that Asia Wilson's going to go back to back. So
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. But I mean, a case can be made either way for them.
They could, for sure. Then I would say Atlanta is the likely number 3 seed, since it finishes with a home and a road game against the Connecticut Sun. I mean, Connecticut Sun, thank God for them. Otherwise, the Chicago Sky would be last in the league. So,
right.
Nonetheless, they are so pathetic. It's so sad.
It really is. And that's coming from someone who's a nor'easter saying how bad things are up here.
You know, I'm wondering what's going to happen in the off season, because that team's been up for sale. Nothing's been finalized yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Orlando in the next year. So I can't even imagine. You want to see a little sun and fun, right?
I mean, I wouldn't mind going down there to have a little bit of fun down at the beach.
Yeah, I think that this will be a real interesting time. I may join you out there. Who knows? But we
That would
will.
be fun.
I would like that. Tell Greg and Lev, okay, get your bathing suits ready. We're going to invade Orlando and watch some women's basketball. We're gonna do it.
So, Kelly, I blame you for the Las Vegas Aces.
You blame me?
I playfully blame you because it was because of you on this show when you openly and smartly questioned, what is Becky Hammond doing? Well, as my late dad would say about my 49ers, now you pissed him off.
Yeah, I know. Becky heard this and went, "Oh my God, I'm pissing Allie Moran off." I could just see it. Well, we got to get something done here, people. Come on, bitches. Let's do it.
And now to borrow the phrase of a mutual favorite announcer of ours, the late great Jim Durham, they're flirting with the number 2 seed in the WNBA right now.
Yes, they are.
They're going to have the number 2 seed.
I'm mad now.
There's no question to my mind. I mean, once Becky Hammond can set a fire beneath them, then and they've been on fire virtually the entire second half of the season. I mean, they would not be there without Asia Wilson or Becky Hammond. Those are the two. So,
and the Aces dealt with a lot of injuries too. They lost Asia Wilson for a week. They lost Jewel Lloyd, and yet here they are, the number 2 seed in the WNBA playoffs. And Smitty, can you confirm? I'm just catching up on everything. I had to step away. LA out and Seattle in. Is that confirmed? Because I know we had to beat LA.
Currently speaking, yes.
Okay.
LA is a game behind Seattle.
LA is a game behind, but we still have games up until Thursday.
I just said Seattle is going to be it.
Okay.
I just said that I don't see the Kelsey Plum show becoming the 8th seed. It's going to be Seattle.
Well, Allie called. She says Seattle will be the 8th seed, and next week we will break down. Next week we'll break down the playoffs because they will have gotten started. They start on Sunday, and as I said before you came on, how about this scrappy Indiana Fever Club? The team that a lot of people said they couldn't did. They made the playoffs despite every injury in the book that they've had this year.
Despite 17 players who have gone down with injuries. You forgot to mention Ari McDonald as well. I kept saying that backstage. Ari McDonald, come on, Brian, let's do that. But
tip of my tongue, and I couldn't come up with Ari McDonald, but you did.
That's okay. That's okay. But the thing is, with the Indiana Fever, their depth is incredible. And, Stephanie White has come under a ton of criticism this year. But to my mind, everybody's like, oh, she should be replaced. I don't think so. I think that she's done a hell of a good job with what she's had to deal with. 17 separate injuries. I mean, come on.
They lose Ari McDonald to a broken foot. They lose Sophie Cunningham to an MCL. They lose Sydney Colton to an ACL. They lost Caitlin Clark after they played in Boston. They lost to a knee injury, and that's just some of the injuries throughout the course of the season. Those are just the 5 major injuries. 17 players at different times of the season being injured. They lose 5 for the remainder of the year, and yet here they are sitting in the playoff hunt.
It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I would say that they deserve whatever seating they can get. I'm guessing it's going to be 6. Personally, what do you think?
I think it'll be. You think they'll get the number 6 seed?
Yeah,
I think they'll get the number 6 seed, which
and
means we get to beat New York.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Absolutely not.
It's not because what really got me going in covering the Fever this year, not once but twice, they beat Las Vegas shorthanded.
Yeah, they did. And this is not a bad thing, and we'll see. But now that the playoffs are coming up, I think the Liberty's going to look like a little bit of a different team because they know how to get it together for the big ones.
Well, they're
right?
defending champs. What do I always say? To be the champs, you got to beat the champs.
Yes, let's see the champs.
Yep.
Yes. And so my guess is that you'll see a different Liberty team and a different Sandy Brondello, their coach, through that. I got to take issue with you, Brian.
What did I do now?
Yeah. You mentioned Angel Reese. You mentioned Angel Reese in a somewhat, should we say, negative light? And I want you to explain what you mean about Angel Reese, who's
Angel Reese.
who's currently who after the season will be directed by an Oscar-winning director, Catherine Bigelow, who doesn't just select anybody for their movies.
May I cut in for a sec?
You may.
Let me say this.
Okay.
I've been dancing around this joke all year as many times as she's come on to talk about, and I remember I remember Allie saying so many times over after a close Chicago Sky loss, and I completely agree. Angel, please make your free throws.
Yes.
I would never forget her pleading that. But from the look of this season, and then I'll toss it to Victor, Tyler Marsh wanted Angel Reese to play point guard?
No.
We saw that at the top of the season when they played Indiana and they got blown up the joint.
See, that's the problem. That's a big problem, is you got to play Angel where Angel is most effective.
It's comfortable, and you have to put Angel in a position to win. Hey, look, the jokes write themselves, but let me be serious. You got to put Angel Reese in the best position to win. Kim Mulkey did that for 3 years at LSU. Where was Angel Reese? She was in the post.
Yeah.
She was beating people up down low. Okay, that's where she made her money at LSU, and that's where she needs to make her money now. You can't have Angel Reese out at the top of the floor when you got A, the general and Courtney Vandersloot sitting there, B, the general in training and Haley Van Lith sitting there, and I think Reese is upset with everything that's going on with Chicago. I know it, but at the same time, if your teammates are taking the blows to finish the season, then you got to show that you're the bigger person and you're one of the captains, and you right with them. And then off season, get your team ready for next summer.
Yep.
And that's going to go, because you guys nailed it right on the head. You got to put her in the best position. My question would be, where is that? Because even in the low post, she's been getting bullied there. Her and Carmela Cardoso have been getting absolutely bullied in the low post. And that's where my hiccup with Angel Reese comes from. You know she's talented.
Yes.
She's got a college championship, for God's sakes. We know that she's talented. We know that she's a good basketball player. The problem is, what is it with her now? Because we're not seeing the same ferocity now.
I think she, as she mentioned in post game, is how frustrated she is. I may clean this up for broadcast. I'm not sure, but frankly, she's surrounded by a team that has no leadership at this point, and she's damn frustrated about it. And she just told it like it was in the postseason or the post game that she's had it here. She has absolutely had it here. She'd like to be playing her entire career with the Sky, but if they don't get their you-know-what together, then she's got to look out for her own future. I'm sure that the Aces would love to have her as another powerhouse. They could get her in the off season. You don't know about that. You don't know whether Courtney Vandersloot can come back. It's going to be. The question is, do you get rid of the whole team, or do you get rid of the coach, or do you do both?
That's my question. That was what do you do from here? Do you blow it all the way up with just the players? Do you blow it up with the management? Or do you do, as I often say, push the plunger with the whole damn thing?
Yeah. I think it's the same thing here that, you need to get somebody in there. I say start with the GM. Start with the GM. I may respect Jeff, and I may appreciate what he's tried to do, but frankly, it hasn't worked. Not for 2 seasons. It hasn't worked, and he and Tyler both need to go. This is what the Bears keep doing year after year. You've got your 2 years. Don't get me started on the NFL. Don't get me started on the Vikings versus the Bears last night.
You know what? I was thinking about asking a question, and like, you know what? No.
I think that's how we should close things out, because we gave our opinions on the Vikings and Bears. The first sound of the show was all NFL.
Yep.
He lives in Chicago. Victor gave his opinion. He lives in Chicago. I want my friend Alison Moran to cut loose on what the hell happened last night in Soldier Field. I am letting her cut loose. I'm going to just sit back and have my popcorn or my trail mix. I have to eat healthy. My wife says so.
I'll say one thing.
Yes, sir.
12 penalties, 127 yards.
Yes.
12 penalties. 12.
And how many touchdowns scored off of how many points, or off of how many turnovers? Many penalties?
There were 12 penalties last night by the Bears. 3 of them came on the drive that put Minnesota in front.
Okay. There you go. This is an abomination. The first half looked like a great team. Looked like it was, all full steam ahead. Caleb Williams broke down in the second half. He started making those same mistakes that he did last year. The false starts, the ridiculous, somewhere along the road, either they got too comfortable with the lead that they had and Minnesota knew how to take advantage of that. Look at Minnesota was a playoff team last year, and that was without JJ McCarthy. And I covered JJ McCarthy. I knew he was a star, and he proved everything that anybody's ever said about him. And in his first major NFL game, following rehab from a very bad knee injury last season, blew him out for the whole year. Here's what the Bears have got to do, and that is the Bears have got to go back to their drawing boards, and they've got to assess their quarterback. They've got to assess the offensive line, because that's where I saw the biggest failures last night. They have got to learn how to keep a lead.
Yes.
They've got to learn how to protect it, because they didn't do bleep last night.
Well, one thing that encapsulates your point so well was, I believe it was 2nd and 20 after a hold on the Bears.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is in trouble of being sacked, right?
Yeah.
He gets away from the coverage, from the pressure. He's rolling to his left, and instead of him taking a sack that might lose you 4 or 5 yards, he throws the ball to nobody in sight and gets an intentional grounding call that not only you lose a down, but now you're knocked back 10 more yards. So now it's 3rd and 30.
So in essence, that play alone cost them 15 yards.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you do that? This is what, your 2nd year?
Yeah. This was a rookie mistake. And you know what I saw was someone who's having with Caleb especially, I saw somebody who's having a hard time managing and directing a line. You know, he became a little boy again, you know, and it's like, you know, I'm kind of going, come on. Look what JJ did. JJ took command in that second half. And he's like, don't worry, guys. Everything's going to be okay. You know, you go here, you go there. I mean, he's a little general on the field, which is what you really need. And Caleb has to do the same. The other thing that I saw him doing, which I hate, is he's not reading the field fast enough.
Yeah.
He is so slow. It's like, because I see him hesitating just enough time. He's putting himself in the position of getting sacked. He's putting himself, he's putting some real danger to his receivers of getting tackled. You've got in that moment of hesitation, and I saw him do it multiple times last night. It can't be. Go ahead.
And here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why he was throwing the ball short of the sticks
always,
all night, even on the touchdown scoring drive. There were 2 passes on that opening drive where he threw the ball short of the sticks. If you're 3rd and 5, why are you telling your receivers to settle short of the first down?
Yeah,
you don't do that.
That's not winning football.
Here's the other thing too, and we talked about before about how he's already let him know he can't read blitzes. So what do Minnesota Vikings do? They blitz.
They sent the house.
They sent the house. It's like, and I'm gonna hurt myself saying this, but you saw a lot of Dak Prescott in Williams. Once it goes left, once it goes sideways,
it stays sideways.
He completely deflates. That's the difference.
It stays sideways.
The one thing I can say about Dak in the Philadelphia game is that he didn't really deflate. He kept trying to push the game. Unfortunately, CeeDee hands failed him. But with Caleb, and you saw this with every single quarter, he started getting more deflated, more defeated, and he stopped
playing
with that. He stopped playing with that urgency that he did before.
He stopped playing.
Yes.
And as I said at the top of the show, Caleb Williams was great for 6.5 minutes. He was spectacular for 6.5 minutes. He was sensational for 6.5 minutes, which was the touchdown drive.
Yeah. And it was fine for Pee Wee football, but you're ready. Now you're playing 60 minutes of football. So please, by all means, play it all.
You know a comparison that got hit? Do you know a comparison someone made to me over the course of the weekend?
Oh, man.
And y'all need to hold on to your seats for this. Napoleon, you especially. Someone said to me, and I swear to God this happened while I was warming up for Sunday Night Football.
Okay.
Don't need you to push the button. Someone said to me,
hang on, I got you.
If you put Caleb Williams on that loaded 49er team, Caleb Williams will succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Close quote.
You could put.
Oh, hell nah.
And my response came via Bishop Bullwinkle. Hit it.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no, no, no.
With that 49er line, you could put Jacoby Brissett behind center, and he'd do well.
And here's the thing about Caleb Williams, and we'll close it out here.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to rewind back to one game last year. And Victor, you know the game I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
In Detroit. You had the game in your hands. And not only does Eberflus fail you by not calling timeout, but Caleb fails you because he's on the floor. He's on the field. How do you not realize the awareness and call timeout? I don't understand.
In the immortal words of one Bill Engvall,
here's your sign.
Here's your sign.
I'll ask you this, Allie.
Yeah.
Is it just Tyler Marsh that can call timeouts, or can Angel call timeout too?
You gotta wonder, right? It's
question.
Yeah.
I thought this was after my drop moment. Victor just stopped it.
I love it. We got a lot of mic drop moments in this hour.
We lost the dog too.
I'll be on campus today and tomorrow, but my dearest, thank you so very much. A happy Tuesday and a week to you and yours. And we were wife and I were celebrating the Colts and the 49ers win in the household on Sunday, and coupled it with the Fever win. So, Allie, thank you so much for being a big part of the show. Don't forget, folks, Token Female every Tuesday, second hour of Snowman in the morning, and you can see it in podcast form separately. Thank you, my dear. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys too. Shout to Sue Bird, Maya Moore, and Sylvia Fowles as well for their Hall of Famers.
Nice.
Forever and ever. Thank you, Allie.
Take care.
Have a good day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you are too. And always remember, whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air. Bye.
Damn.
We out.
Just remember, Chicago, this is your quarterback. Get rid of him.
The confessional returns on Friday. Live.
Oh hell.
boy.
See you later.
See ya.